Sweet James Bergener loves chicken and loves talking to us on the show every single freaking Wednesday. He joins us. He's a great man, the dead spirit of justice, our personal injury attorney. He likes to talk about a lot of different things. There is some legal stuff in the news today pertaining to Peyton Manning that we have talked about all week that Sweet James can hopefully help us out with. The dead spirit of justice. If you've been in an accident and some insurance company out there owes you money, you need to roll with somebody who rolls with us. He's a great man. Sweet James.
Order in the court. Order in the court. It's time for Justice with Sweet James.
Hey there, Sweet James. How was your week? How you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you, Petros?
We're okay. Are you excited about the Daytona 500 on Fox? Do you watch the Daytona 500? I might even watch the Daytona 500 this year.
No, I do not watch the Daytona 500.
Before we get to the legal issues,
Sorry, P.
I do want to ask, because, he said it multiple times on the show in this very segment, his dedication, his appreciation, and his great sadness and depression over the passing of Lemmy. At the Grammys, Dave Grohl, with the tribute with words, passed it off to the Hollywood vampires.
Yeah, you had Alice Cooper, Johnny Depp, Joe Perry from Aerosmith. What did you think there, Sweet James?
40 years too late, but I appreciated it. Absolutely.
Are you all right with it?
You know what? Anytime anybody gets to hear Motorhead, it's a good day.
I didn't really know what they were doing. They just all seemed to be.
They did an original first.
It's like that Leonardo DiCaprio, Romeo and Juliet. Anytime anybody gets to hear Shakespeare, it's a good thing.
I thought that was good.
It was good, right?
No. The Shakespeare, Baz Luhrmann, Romeo and Juliet you're talking about. This just seemed like a bunch of yowling, dying birds that had been shot out of the sky.
I know, but I'll take what I can get. I'll take what I can get from Motorhead.
Dying vultures. All right. All right, let's get into this freaking Peyton Manning thing, Sweet James.
Sir.
You said you texted me earlier today that you'd been studying up on this whole thing. Apparently, it all started with a lawsuit towards the University of Tennessee by this trainer. Not right. What do you think from there to here has happened? Because it doesn't seem to me, reading all the stories, it's very complex, but and you don't have to agree with me, but it doesn't seem like there's a lot of good guys in this situation.
No, there's not. It's a mess. It's just a colossal mess. And it's, here we have this trainer alleging some sexual harassment, that Peyton apparently mooned her in her general direction or something like that, and settled out for like $300,000 plus some swag from the University of Tennessee. A ring and some championship banners or something like that?
Yeah, Citrus Bowl.
Yeah, the Citrus Bowl thing. It seems to me if anybody who's traumatized from that experience would want to do nothing, would want to have nothing to do with the university, and here taking collectibles, it's weird. It's just weird.
In terms of just likelihood that one of these lawsuits, in your experience or having been around the law as long as you have, James, something that is cited from 20 years ago. Now, granted, it's part of like a class action. That's this Title IX lawsuit. But how hard is it to make incidents from that long ago stick in a court of law?
There's a bunch of factors that come into play. What is the current community standards? What have the laws changed since that time? If the standards are still the same, the laws haven't changed, it's going to stick. Juries are instructed to follow the law. There's jury nullification, but unfortunately you can't tell that to a jury. That's where you tell a jury, hey, if you don't agree with this, you can say they're free. That's basically like we see a lot of that in like drug charges where some kid gets busted with a little bit of pot. He broke the law, but if you don't agree with it, you don't have to find him guilty. But in these sort of situations, it's typically going to stick. But the issue here is a breach of a contract. The thing was settled and done. It was put to bed, no pun intended, long ago. And apparently she's alleging that he violated terms of this confidential settlement agreement.
And then just moving forward in terms of Manning, when that happens, he can't speak about it, right? No matter how many questions, if in fact there was some sort of settlement, he probably agreed to never talk about the incident again, right?
Right, that's correct. And she's alleging that he did in one of the books that he wrote. And in ESPN.
Had to sell some books, got
to sell some books. So if he opens it up and she's alleging it, then why doesn't he just say more? It's already open.
They don't seem to like each other much, Peyton Manning and this girl and the dad. But overall, did he seem like a good guy or a bad guy, a guy that made a mistake to you, or somebody whose character should be up for judgment?
Whose?
Peyton's.
You know what? He's a freshman in college. He's in the locker room with the football team. Right? We're talking about a mooning.
We think. Well,
right, allegedly.
Yeah,
let's
get to the specifics.
Or he
Here's what's going to happen.
Or he stamped his taint on her, like
they allege.
So Manning got a sack. Is that what you're saying? This is what happened.
Oh boy, what a zinger!
5-time MVP
right
sack leader. Here we go.
Now wait, James, because help us understand that this story came out of what's it called? The plaintiff's briefing. Is that what this is? So it's just
Correct.
one. So this is just when you're
one
preparing.
side.
Yeah, when you're preparing one of those. It's so over the top, right? Essentially, and the jury and the judge or whoever has to figure out where that middle ground is between the two sides?
Correct. The plaintiff will allege everything in its extreme. The defense will argue everything in the opposite.
Sweet James Bergener is joining us right now, the dense beard of justice. His number, 800-881-2021, 800-881-2021. There's a 14-year-old girl in Wisconsin Heights High School, which is in Middleton. She's at a field house there. She slides across the floor, and a piece of the court impales her. Splinters 3 to 4 inches long, pierced her stomach region. She is okay. How much money is she going to get out of this?
A couple of factors we got to look at. Number one, suing a school district is always difficult. There's immunities. They have a lot of protections, so it's always difficult. Number one, to sue a school district. Number two, we're going to look at what happened. What are her total injuries? Here, I mean, it's a horrible accident. I want to see what sort of, especially for a girl, we want to look at any potential scarring, cost of any scar revision surgeries, those sort of things. So it varies on a lot of factors. But school districts are always difficult to sue.
I can't believe that never happened at the old Boston Garden. The great Sweet James Bergener and his dense beard of justice, our friend, a little somber today, no doubt remembering his friend Lemmy.
Thank you.
Bless you, Sweet James.
See you at the Salt Flats.
800-881-2021. Bring your omelet, because you gotta, pick up some of that dirt and just shave it on there. Very nice. There he is, Sweet James Bergener.
You guys are the best. Thank you, boys.
881-2021, sweetjames.com or at Sweet James.